Rita, my queen, I will free you from your plastic prison, so that we can conquer this puny planet together, and will strike fear in the hearts of these puny humans.
Emperor, what about me?
Goldar, not now! I got more important things to do.
Zed, have you seen my toys? I want to make a video.
Uh-oh.
There are my toys. Hello! Unboxing time. Power Rangers Reignition line, Rita and Goldar. And just as a quick side note, you cannot leave Lord Zed roaming around the house for just a moment. Because he's up to just being himself. Anyhows. Quick side note before we start. I didn't plan on buying any Reignition toys in the first place. I said this in the unboxing of the Blade Blaster. This thing. The toys that Playmates makes at the moment for Power Rangers are targeted for a younger audience. For what this represents, it's good. So for kids who never seen Power Rangers or seen it through their parents like me, and hey, you have a child who's like 6 years or whatever, and they see Power Rangers and they want something to play with, and you are a collector like me, or you have some stuff but you don't want to give it to a child who's between like 4 and whatever, the 7-8 years, because you're afraid they break it, this is just fine. I bought this because it's cheap. Well, for Germany standards it's still a bit more expensive than it should be. When I do some skits or whatever, do some cosplay stuff, I can use this, and it's absolutely good, because if this breaks and it cost me 30 euros, yeah, not so nice, I lost 30 euros, but if I use my Legacy Blade Blaster, which I did in the past, and that drops, that thing is next to impossible to get it replaced for a good price. You have to pay, I don't know, 400, 500, 600, maybe 1,000, I don't know, I didn't check. But stuff like Saba, the Gold Rangers Power Staff, something like that, those legacy items are really expensive because they are not manufactured anymore and they are rare by now. Anyhow, when it comes to these action figures, I didn't want to buy them because I seen stuff and like, okay, it's fine, it's for kids, and Playmates said they will do stuff for collectors later down the line, maybe end of 26 or something, or earliest end of 25. They will show stuff which will come out 26. I will let myself get surprised if they do something like that. There's so much stuff I want for that in the background, for my Zord shelf, stuff which I can look back at 30 years of history from Power Rangers, which I don't own yet. So, and nobody is messing with my childhood because that's still there. Anyhow, I seen pictures, I seen clips, trailers, and some stuff on MMPR Toys on Bruno's channel. If you know that channel, you're good. If not, you should check it out. To my knowledge, it's the biggest Power Rangers YouTube channel that there is. I watch him for years now, and it is always fun. It's not just like, oh, here's the toy, and he's making some skits, making crazy animations. Well, he and his wife. So my channel is very small, but shout out to Bruno because amazing dude. I didn't met him in person or such, or like was writing back and forth in the YouTube comments. Always nice, always happy to see stuff from him because there's so much effort behind what they do. Well, let's continue. I bought these for 2 reasons. They were cheap, like for Germany standards cheap. They cost like $9.99 in the US, and well, Rita was I think 20 here, and Goldar was 13 plus free shipping, so 16 euros. They should be 10 here as well, or at least like 12, but through import whatever, because I bought them through Amazon and they imported them from the UK to us, so that costs a bit more, I guess. Nothing here in stores. Getting toys like these, like Power Rangers, is close to impossible since 2012, 2014. Everything like 90s to early 2000s, you could go to a store, buy a Megazord, buy a Dragon Dagger, whatever was on the shelf. Nowadays, nah, no chance. I would be surprised. I was like, some years back, I was like in a store which had basically just like blocks of paper, some drinks, some toys, and like I don't know what it's called in English, but it's basically a small store. Well, it's a bit bigger. It's something like Walmart, I guess, but scale-wise smaller from the building and such. And they had Lightning Collection. They had like 2 figures, and like, what? I mean, I had those. They were overpriced, and I had those. So, well, this is Rita. Packaging is, besides the logo, very 90s, and she came smushed. That was Amazon directly, so not a third-party marketplace seller. It came in a normal cardboard envelope, and I'm not an inbox collector, so I will take her out in a moment, show you Rita up close. Oh, before I forget, I think I'm always too fast with this. So this is the back, and this is the front. It's a card, so looks pretty nice, pretty old school 90s. And here's Goldar, same deal. Front and back. You can see buy more, there's more figures. So for now, there's also the flip heads, sorry. And there's like a Putty Patroller language. Writers concentrate. Putty Patroller was like 10, but I have 5 Putty Patrollers from Lightning Collection. And with those henchmen, you always need at least like 3 to 5, so nah. That's also fine with me. And as I said, I had like 2 reasons to buy these. For once, the price was fine, that's what I said. And the other thing is, I wanted to see for myself how they are. Because even when you have something who is a big channel like Bruno's, they can tell you, hey, it's good, it's bad, or whatever. But you have to see for yourself and make yourself your own opinion. And I never had like a 90s Rita. We never had one in general. As far as I know, there was never something like that. The first good Rita was the Lightning Collection one. I think there was an older Bandai version which got pulled from production, or I don't know. There was a Goldar, which was the Evil Space Aliens line, which has like 8-inch scale or so, which always looked really fabulous. I always wanted that one, never got it. If I see it for like 20 bucks somewhere on eBay, I tend to get that. It is, I think, in scale with the Super 7 Ultimates line. I was tempted to get that, but it's like 70 euros here. If that's on a sale somewhere, as Mark Sparks would say, I'm a cheap person. No, I'm not really, but I spend money for quality. I don't mind, but stuff I don't really need or want in my collection, that can go. I mean, everybody wants to save money, so that goes on a discount easily. This Goldar looks color-wise pretty decent. It's one tone. It's not butterscotch gold. It's a more darker, grittier looking gold. And these figures are smaller than Lightning Collection, I guess. They are an inch smaller. Before we blab too much, well, me in that case, let me get them out of the box and I will show you them up close and compare them to 1 or 2 other figures I have. Okay, let's take a look at Goldar first. Side by side, this is Lightning Collection, the Season 2 and 3 version where he has his wings. I mean, in Season 1 he had his wings from now and then. And I mean, Power Rangers was never good with continuity with stuff. There are so many plot holes. Anyhow, so I love it for what it is. And here's, well, the Playmates Goldar. He's way darker in color, as you can see, scale-wise shorter. He has an action feature. It doesn't drop here, because that's always... He has wing flapping action. And same as he has, I think it's in storage, there's like a effect piece. Yeah, that's the name of that. Which, yeah. The Lightning Collection had that, and I think they just, okay, let's roll with it for whatever reason. I mean, Lightning Collection was called Lightning Collection because of the effects, of those parts, and yeah, reignition, maybe this continues in that tradition, I don't know. He's not as articulated as this Goldar. Oh god. Oh, I think oh yeah, I was like, no, they do this, the arms move and bend, but the feet don't. So yeah, the wings, they flap, and yeah, articulation wise you don't get any out of it. Same with the head, but when you do this, he's just staying. He is posable, way more posable, and if you have him like this, he's staying on the shelf all fine. Biggest complaint with Goldar always was the butterscotch gold. I mean, he has one solid color darker in comparison to him. I think I still compare this color, even if it's not completely gold. I could take a Gundam marker and change that, but I seen it when he came out, people doing it with Zero Gold and such, with Legacy and with Lightning Collection figures. Depends on what color you have, which it peeled off after a while, it looked shit. So, and it's the way it's done, so I'm fine with that. I did it with Luna Wolf, the boots needs to be silver, I changed that with a good quality marker. That's still like the way it is and supposed to be, that's fine. Besides that, side to side, yeah, it's Goldar. As I said, for kids, he's good. He's dropping. Okay, you lay down, that's fine. This one is more important now. So, yeah, as I just realized, you can flap the wings, you can bend the arms, but that's that. It's basically like a Megazord, which is always shoulder pads lift up a bit, but that's that. And keep in mind, small kids target as an audience, and for $10, and small kids do this all day long. They have no issues with that. For an adult, no. Anyhow, let's take over to Rita. What do I do with you two? Yeah. Wait, more here? Yeah, fine. And you go here. I don't want to drop him. So, comparison-wise, this is the Lightning Collection Rita Repulsa clothing. This is the second release, the remastered version. The other one is on the shelf. The 25th anniversary marriage couple set one, basically. Way smaller, of course, a different sculpting, and this face fits Barbara Goodson way better. This is different, but still a good fit, I guess, when you compare it. The Lightning Collection figures are way more posable, way more movable. They don't have any action figures. That was a thing in the 90s. Everything had like a kick or flip action. She has a button on the back that you can do this, basically. I have a Black Ranger 8-inch scale from the 90s. I got that as a kid. I don't really like the 8-inch figures where you just press a button. He has kicking action, and yeah. So she also comes with an effect piece, and her stuff less paint than Lightning Collection was. As I said, keep in mind, $10 a pop, technically, depends on where you live. She's also put her down, she's like, boom. She always has the tendency to drop. I managed to pose everything on the shelf. When it's there, it's fine. Figures who are more tend to drop, they are inwards or have like a display stand, so yeah. Also, comparison wise, these two, let's get her out of the way. This would be Green Ranger, Lightning Collection. As you can see, scale wise, he's bigger. I mean, he's bent to the knees a bit, but yeah, you have an idea how that keeps up to Lightning Collection figures. And I still got one more. This is a 90s Revolto, Rita's brother, so scale wise and style wise, that fits perfect. I can see what they try to do there, to pick up like new audience, but through the parents basically who watched this, grew up, and when you were back in the 90s you had this and watched the show to say, hey, that was my childhood, and the kids might watch Netflix. They renamed Power Rangers on Netflix to Reignition, and it should be upscaled. AI wise, I don't really see a difference even on my 4K screen, so no idea. On some episodes there's toy commercials in the end for these toys. Well, these two, well, yeah, what can I say? Do I like him? Do I hate him? I'm still a bit mixed. I will get more of these. Maybe 2 more figures, depends on what they announce and release. They made an announcement for Squad and Babu. I never got that in a proper scale. I have him on the shelf. I have Master Wild on the shelf. I don't got the Lord Zed in this scale, but I can get one, I guess, for cheap if I'm lucky. So I could have the entire family displayed in the proper manner, which is fine. And then, as I said, Squad Babu and see where it leads. I'm really hoping for a more adult-focused collector's line, which is good. This is just my 2 cents on this. For, let's say, 2026, they do collector stuff and pick up where Hasbro left off. They don't have to call it Lightning Collection. Make it still, let it be Reignition. I don't care, or call it Lightning Collection revamped, or whatever they want to call it, and keep it in style and in scale with the Lightning Collection figures that you say, okay, we have 1 Beast Morphers figure missing, give us that. We have Turbo, we have just Red and the Blue Centurion and the Phantom Ranger, give us the rest of that team. And they pick on that point, and that would be the best possible outcome, that they just continue that. Or, I mean, what I can see that they do is more like, hey, here's our new line, it's in style and in size to Lightning Collection, is called whatever, Thunder Extreme figure, Power Rangers, Relightning, I don't know, but Relightning doesn't sound too bad, similar to Reignition, but you get the deal. And they start all over again with MMPR to get it pushed out, because yeah, people complain I can't see MMPR anymore, but that is what sells, that what is most recognizable. And you know, I bought 3 MMPR items, even if I don't really wanted to. So yeah, as I said, it sells, and I wouldn't mind if they just throw out some, for starters, MMPR ranges for people who wanted to get collecting again. Do MMPR if they have to. I wouldn't mind if they don't at all, and there are a lot of people who don't want to, but it's a company, so they throw that out first and then do other teams, but do full teams, for example, like they did with the Omega ranges, like they did with the Alien ranges. Do sets and then have the teams, or at least start finishing those teams Lightning Collection wise to fill in the gaps with their new line, what we are missing, and then do full teams. I don't mind buying a full set and do, for example, Reds and 6 Rangers, or do like a raffle and ask people what do they want as a single release, that people who don't want to buy an entire set to have, that they have an opinion of how involve the fans and say, okay, this is as a single release. People, there are collectors who want the entire team, like me. I want every team complete. I'm a completionist, but there are people who are like, I just want this or that ranger, and they have like a big announcement, or make like, what is it called? On-demand print, technically. Say, here's our website, go through Pulse, go through Amazon, and if they have an order, it takes a bit longer, or just produce a minimum amount, and then say, hey, we just make that for you if you want to buy it, if you order it, on, as I said, on-demand print. Do that route, basically. I've blabbed too much. This video is getting longer than it should be. Sorry. Anyhow, I hope you liked what I see. Tell me in the comments, you buying these? Do you want those? You're waiting on new collector's items? Are you good? Do you collect Power Rangers at all? What's your opinion on these two? As I said, for what they are, for what the price tag is initially stated at as a $10 figure, it's absolutely fine. And my kids are at an age now where they're like, the smaller one of both says, okay, I know that I would play with it for like 5 to 10 minutes, but and the other one is like old enough, is like, I have got a computer, go away, I don't need that. Anyhow, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and we see us next time.